February 1984 we created this, and here we are all these years later, still with the original master tape here, able to recreate it and separate the sounds bit by bit. And of course the most integral thing to high energy of all was the bass drum, walloping away. It was a big running joke at Trident because whenever anyone was mixing in the studio on a high energy record, wherever you were in the building, you'd hear that boom, 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 thudding and shaking the walls all over the building. And then the snare in, but that bass drum, as people always used to say, the bass drum comes first. Everything matters around the bass drum in the high energy era. Of course, these days we don't mix anything with anything like as prominent a bass drum, but then we had to. The thing about high energy is it had two basses. It had the one bass going with the bass drum, monotonic, in a monotone, robotic. So it just wallops with the bass drum, giving it the beat. Then we had the second one to create the track around, so you add to that. And all the time that bass drum's there, walloping away. The hi-hat gives it more ready, you start to move your feet. And then we got that chug chug chug, chug chug chug, chug chug chug, chug chug chug. Driving the track.
High energy music is a form of disco music, but with a much faster beat. Usually sung, I would say, predominantly more by female vocalists, the likes of Michael Brown, Hazel Dean, and Candy Stanton, lots more.
And the build up. And the synthesizers coming in, we call it ABBA here. Go. Almost like reggae, it bounces off the beats. The rhythm, dun, 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 bouncing back away from the bass drum, in between the beats. And the whole arrangement. And the strings. Vocals. Shirley and Dee Lewis, the Lewis sisters. All of which is nothing without Evelyn herself. The vocal that soared to the stratosphere. The vocal the whole track was built around. The song was written for her that she could go high. How many singers could do those high notes for Evelyn Thomas?
People preferred females that had distinct, strong vocals. Lots of percussion breaks, lots of strings, pianos, well, everything in it, all the musical instruments you could think of.
Nice bit of orchestral, synthesised brass and strings. And they were very synthesised in those days. We're up to 20 years ago. Big bit of orchestral, like the old disco days, leading into a complete breakdown with the vocal just teasing you over the edge. So we'll go back to the rhythm.
High energy was a progression from the disco music of the 70s to the electronic music of the 80s, but adding the disco diva, black, usually female singer vocals, people like Donna Summer with the Giorgio Moroder productions of records like I Feel Love. That was a typical example of the early high energy records. They usually featured electronic bass, sequence lines with a high speed dugga 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 sort of feel, and that is high energy really.
High Energy is exciting, no-holds-barred dance music.